Hey, it's TaxQuips time from TaxMama.com. Today, TaxMama wants to talk to you about the nervous breakdown your tax professional is about to have and why. Well, my friends, I am extremely alarmed by what I'm reading and seeing from the tax professional community at all levels, from the basic unlicensed tax preparer to enrolled agents to certified public accountants. People are stressed, overwhelmed, anxious, and ready to jump down the throats of their clients, families, and friends. Why? There are three reasons for this. 1. Congress keeps passing laws designed to try to help people who have lost so much during this COVID-19 shutdown period. Unfortunately, our legislators don't understand just how much tax theft and tax fraud they are encouraging in the way and the timing of the passage of their laws, especially when they pass laws that affect tax returns for the year we are currently filing after we've started filing. 2. The IRS is trying to interpret Congress's laws and turn them into forms and procedures to make it possible for tax software companies to incorporate those changes into the software and to find ways to deal with the millions of people who have already filed tax returns before these tax breaks came into effect. In addition, the IRS is also tasked with getting another round of stimulus checks out, especially to people who haven't bothered to file tax returns for years. And this is causing even more fraud and theft as people try to file and catch up and turn their children into independent adults when they clearly don't qualify. And 3. And you, yes, you. Clients are constantly calling or emailing your tax pros asking the eternal question, is it ready yet? Do you have any idea how much extra time it takes to answer that annoying question for 50, 100, 500 people each week? No wonder your return isn't ready. Believe me, if your tax return were ready, you would be the first person your tax pros would contact. After all, they do want to get paid. But why isn't your return ready? Well, here are the big complaints from tax pros this year. Even our long-term clients are not sending us all their usual documents, and it's like pulling teeth, following up and asking for the same missing docs, and then being pressured because they aren't cooperating, but they want their tax returns done. Wow. Many people have issues that are affected by tax law changes, and we're waiting for the updated forms and guidance from the IRS, but the clients want their tax returns finished now, which will mean amending later, but they don't want to amend or pay for amended returns, but they want all the tax breaks now. There are all kinds of new complications we're still trying to figure out, especially thousands of dollars worth of tax credits for employers and dealing with PPP loan forgiveness and whether or not your state complies with the IRS and so much more that we really need some uninterrupted time to learn to think this through and to get it right so you get the biggest tax refunds and the best tax breaks. And of course, the brilliant way that Congress wrote the $10,200 rule relating to non-taxable unemployment income that has everyone scrambling to see if people should be married filing separately or not. And then don't forget the extra funds coming to families with the child tax credit starting this summer. Trying to explain to clients that maybe they don't want those advance funds, those will have to be paid back if they don't end up qualifying. This is just a little of what your tax pro is dealing with. What do I recommend? Well, 1, when your tax pro asks you for something, get it to them ASAP. 2, if you want to do tax planning, set up a separate tax appointment for that purpose. That's not part of the tax preparation process or fee. Meanwhile, have them put your tax return on extension. 3, stop calling and putting pressure on your tax pro. They will reach out to you with their questions and when your return is ready. 4, if they tell you you're better off on extension right now, don't argue. Believe them. 5, when you find out that your fee has increased, accept it. Do not bicker or bargain. There's a lot of new information to integrate into your tax return and education that reputable tax pros engaged in this year more than ever before. And 6, chill out. Your stress is contagious. Your tax pros are either about to have a nervous breakdown or just walk away from their tax practice, or both. I know this is not what you want to hear from your tax mama, but I will admit that I'm getting very frustrated with people posting questions in the Tax Mama forum and wanting to argue when they don't like our answers because we're not helping them rip off the system. And I've added a notice on that discussion group. If you have complex tax issues and hundreds of dollars at stake, you need to pay a tax professional. A free advice column will not give you the help you need, and you are apt to be told that we won't answer you. There's a lot more you need to know, and your tax pros and I are rapidly learning everything we can to get you the most tax credits and refunds legally possible. Right now, we are all taking as many classes as time permits. And for those folks planning to study for the EA exam this year, it's going to be a really tough exam. The good news is these new laws won't be on the exam, not the ones that were passed in 2020. Join me for our annual free webinar, and there's a bribe included for those who attend. It's called Everything You Want to Know About the 2021-2022 EA exam. The last date that we're going to do this is on April 19th at 10:05 a.m. Pacific. Meanwhile, I'll be posting various updates and webinars that I'll be teaching on this events page at irsexams.school events and webinars. And remember, you can find answers to all kinds of questions about taxes and business issues and EA education free. Where? Where else? At TaxMama.com.